Y'all gonna be quoting Lizzo in your own defenses of Trump after you drag Lizzo. Like that's how this gonna go. I don't accept Maga slander here. I do not. Or anywhere. Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. I'm Reese Waters, and this is Who Raised Y'all, where we highlight those unique individuals going above and beyond to make society worse.
Some of these men may have done horrible things, and if we have evidence that allows us to prosecute them, you better believe we will. But it's also the kind of thing that the American people need to understand, that it isn't a crime to party with Mr. Epstein.
You know, the kinds of people you'll see asking to speak to the manager at the pearly gates.
I want to talk to the manager.
There I was, minding my own business, trying to get a copy of The Fall Off out of J. Cole's trunk. And shout out to J. Cole for bringing back buying albums out the trunk.
I'm talking about that old school, man. You know what I'm talking about.
They also need to bring back getting movies at the barbershop. I miss that. I used to go to the barbershop and I would leave with 2 double features and 10 years worth of socks. Those were the golden days.
You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
I still can't get socks over there though, if we're being honest. When I see this video of Lizzo appearing to defend men in Epstein files goes viral, the About Damn Time singer hit out at members of the public for assuming that everyone mentioned in the Epstein files is implicated in alleged crimes, comparing the reaction to a hypothetical case of someone on trial for stealing an apple from Walmart. Walmart selling apples? Oh, you got the Supercenter? They're not bad. They're actually not bad. That's interesting. Comparing it to selling apples, that's a wild reference. Are those the excuses ICE is using for stop and frisk now?
Man, this some old bullshit.
Every text message you sent to somebody if you stole an apple from Walmart and you were on trial for stealing an apple from Walmart, is every person in your phone an accomplice? Is everyone in your email you sent to a person or speaking about a person, does that make that person complicit? Does that make the person a bad guy? No, it doesn't. She ain't say that. I don't believe it. Hey, that sounds like AI to me. Hey, I know y'all not above AI video. Now, we just talked about that. I know y'all love the AI. Hey, show me photographic and video evidence or it didn't happen.
One more thing before I go into glam. This Epstein file, it's really frustrating to me because there are 3 million files, right? 3 million documents in the files, because over the course of however long this man has been doing these crimes, every email, every text message, everything, just in general about this man's life has been put into these files to scan for illegal activities, right? Every text message you sent to somebody. If you stole an apple from Walmart and you were on trial for stealing an apple from Walmart, is every person in your phone an accomplice? Is every person in your phone, is every email you sent to a person or speaking about a person, does that make that person complicit? Does that make that person a bad guy? No.
Okay, so first things first. Did you start this video that has a caption Epstein files before I get into glam? Huh? Did you just take a hard detour into discussing the Epstein files when that wasn't what was on the docket? It should be on the docket. If you're going to discuss it, which is fine, I've discussed it multiple, it should be on the docket. We don't want, oh yeah, let me tell you what happened last night at the club. But first of all, this Epstein files, not to the public, not to the public. Now you use the analogy of the apples, and I know analogies are what they are for a reason. It's not an exact comp, but probably don't not the Epstein files. Just not the meat of what you're saying. The meat of what you're saying is factually correct, and I understand that it's still going to go over the functional capabilities of a great number of people in your mentions and your comments. But let's not do analogies with the Epstein files.
No, it doesn't. And that's the same thing with the Diddy stuff. That was so, I told y'all, the media is so smart. They're going to make you so distracted with celebrity names that you're not going to focus on the problem. You think every party that Diddy ever threw was a freak off and people were fighting and slipping and sliding on baby oil? No. That man had birthday parties. That man had Easter gatherings. That man had Super Bowl parties. That man had Christmas parties, Halloween parties, regular parties.
Did he though? I don't. Did he? Pun intended. Pun intended. Okay. I'm sure he probably did. Jumping from Epstein right to Diddy to talk about the people that were at the party, it's coming off as trying to jump in front of celebrities. That's what is this, like, if you put down on paper what you said, okay, it is factually correct. It's not coming off. The context is, did it need to be said? Did it?
And so now they're saying Mom Donnie's mom, who's a filmmaker, they're like, oh, she's on the Epstein list because she was on a guest list for Ghislaine Maxwell's like showing of a political film once. Hey, you're distracted. You just want Mom Donnie to be a bad guy or his mom. A girl can go to a movie premiere.
Now she has a point. She definitely has a point there.
You think Ghislaine Maxwell woke up every single day trafficking children? No.
Why? It didn't need to be said.
We're losing the plot. And it's just like the American people in the comments. I knew she was wrong. Jay-Z, I knew he was. What did it say Jay-Z did?
Well, in 1996, you're not finished? Okay, go ahead.
He was there in 1996. Come on, people. Like, y'all are falling for it. It's the easiest, oldest trick in the book. And honestly, I'm losing faith in the average intelligence of the American person. Because, come on, just because somebody's name is mentioned in a 3 million document file of a person's life who's been lived over crimes who've spanned decades, doesn't mean that every single person is an accomplice. He could be mentioned. He referenced Jay-Z once. He was like, oh, we could learn from Jay-Z's business model. Why are y'all, where's the crime? Focus. Anyways, y'all.
Wait. Did you anyways, y'all, and just segue back to glam? That was just your hard detour and then back. Okay. As far as the general premise that you're putting forward, that just because you are mentioned does not mean that you are necessarily guilty, is correct. That is actually a premise that Trump himself has put forward in order to try and absolve the thousands of mentions of himself in the Epstein files. That's okay. It was messy. Did it need to be said? Did it really need to be said?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
She also criticized what she described as media and online fixation on celebrity names, warning that this focus distracts from substantiated allegations and wider systemic issues. Now, this part is fascinating because one of the things that I said in my videos that I made, specifically with regards to the Jay-Z and Pusha T mentions, is that in the lag time between when they were legally obligated, which I know you have to put in parentheses these days, in the lag time between when they were legally obligated to publicize the Epstein files and we got them, we talked about how they might be utilized by this administration and floating out FBI tip information, which was when how Jay-Z and Pusha T got into it, alongside these actually very real correspondence that he had with people, and some of which was particularly incriminating.
The only reason we can now send American astronauts into space. Come here.
Stop jumping up and down, Elon Musk. This is not a proud moment. Some of which was particularly incriminating. And one thing we also know is that MAGA media loves to mobilize and push a narrative. So them throwing out and rolling out all of this Jay-Z content from an FBI tip line and not, Musk content or, I don't know, Trump content. How much, relative to how implicated you are in the Epstein files, right? And that hierarchy that I told you about how substantive to make specific references. What's the volume that be required if you were to do an apples to apples for Jay-Z and Trump? Like, would you have to just create a whole nother internet? We know that's how they like to move, and we saw them moving. So in that regard, you were cooking. And Lizzo, you did have your supporters.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I'm not a fan of her, but I hate seeing Lizzo go out sad like this. What a hill to die on. Lizzo going out sad because she used her critical thinking skills. A lot of y'all lack that, by the way, and deduce that it is stupid to 100% believe that everyone and anyone mentioned in a compilation of 3 million pages had anything to do with Epstein.
Huh? What?
I feel like we're all being very weird about Lizzo's video, which is clearly just a statement that just because someone's name appears in an email does not mean they took part in it. Epstein was a rich man in New York. He had connections to so many people who didn't know anything. Huh? You actually have to be illiterate to listen to this entire clip and come out of it concluding that Lizzo is saying that Maxwell and Epstein never trafficked anyone. That's not even close to what she's saying.
What?
You are absolutely correct there, which is why I would have did a whole second take without the, do you think Ghislaine woke up every day? Because
you think Ghislaine Maxwell woke up every single day trafficking children? No.
That's why you do rehearsal. You don't just slide into it from glam.
And scene.
Keep in mind, all Lizzo said was that Epstein was a prominent figure in entertainment due to his status. So a lot of high profile people were around him. She says it doesn't mean they were engaging in weird activities, but of course the internet finds a way to twist words. Oh, they absolutely find a way to twist words. And what's interesting is that I can't help but think in listening to those comments, they sound like they should be coming from right wingers. Do they not? They sound like they should be coming from people explaining away the implications in the investigation, not defending Lizzo. Now, I'm sure those exact words absolutely came from MAGA media in defense of the litany of their heroes that was mentioned in the Epstein files. I just had to detox from X, so I have seen none of that. That's not lost on me, though. Nor was the Apple thing. They not going to take. You talking about Twits and they not going to take that well.
If you stole an apple from Walmart and you were on trial for stealing an apple from Walmart, is every person in your phone an accomplice?
It's like if you abducted an apple from Walmart or a toddler and you were on trial for abducting that apple or toddler, would you assume that everybody in your phone was connected to that kidnapping? Is every email you sent about eating a child or an apple now subject to investigation and scrutiny? Does all fruit trafficking have to be a big deal? Like, how ripe is the fruit?
Yeah, that's, I saw that coming. I did. I saw that coming.
I think it.
I didn't know about the volume in the comment section. I had no idea the volume would be like, because they've been saying this stuff on X trying to explain 8 people away all week. I saw it. And I would also add that one thing that I was sure to do when I commented about this is to try and put everything in its proper context, right? What exactly was said, what that means, what we actually know, what is verified evidence, and what that means, what went missing, and what that means. Like, that's kind of where I stuck with it, because there's no way for me to suss out the actual truth of claims made on an FBI tip line that even they didn't investigate. So I did not attempt to do that. I don't think that's a good place for us to live.
You got to take your meds, people. You got to. If you don't take your meds, you're going to get real weird. And don't nobody do no weirdos, bitch.
And if I know the internet at all, it's going to get personal. It's going to get personal. That's why I asked, did it had to be said?
You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today.
Lizzo trying to weasel her way back into the public eye just to post a TikTok defending people in the Epstein files is so funny. People were so close to forgetting you're a bad person, and you had to rent out a billboard reminding everyone.
If you stole an apple from Walmart and you were on trial for stealing an apple from Walmart, is every person in your phone an accomplice? Is every person in your phone, is every email you sent to a person or speaking about a person, does that make that person complicit? Does that make that person a bad guy? No.
Unless she has some stake in the game, what would ever possess her to say some bullshit like that? What would possess you to ever compare children being trafficked to a 5-finger discount from Walmart? Lizzo been on some bullshit for a minute. When her backup dancers came out talking about how she was sexually abusing people, and she just kind of swept that shit under the rug, that should have let y'all know. Out here making excuses for Jeffrey Epstein is crazy.
Now, I got to comment. She didn't make excuses for Epstein. She didn't know. She made excuses for people around Epstein. And also kind of Ghislaine Maxwell. No, because the regular internet literacy and reading comprehension is on 1.5. Like, that's just regular. Then you dump on top of that willful ignorance and people trying to push a narrative. This is, I guess you can delete it. I guess. I mean, they got it out there now.
A few moments later.
After facing backlash for her TikTok defending Jay-Z and implying that the Epstein files aren't a reliable source to hold people accountable, Lizzo deleted the aforementioned video. In 2023, Lizzo was accused by 3 of her dancers of her. I told you. I told you that's where it was going to go. I legitimately told you that's where it's going to go. They will throw anything out in order not to actually have to grapple with the fact that Lizzo's defense would have been one that you might offer for one that had, I don't know, thousands of mentions in the Epstein file. Y'all gonna be quoting Lizzo in your own defenses of Trump after you drag Lizzo. Like, that's how this gonna go. Look, it was ill-advised and it was indelicate. Okay? I don't accept Maga slander here. I do not. Or anywhere.
I love when famous people think they can delete a post and it's going to go away forever. Honey, we saved your post. Lizzo, the woman that has been accused of SA by 3 of her employees, got on the internet trying to defend Jay-Z. And you know, those accusations about Jay-Z, yeah, it's related to the Epstein list. Don't worry, Lizzo, I saved the post. I'm going to make sure that everybody sees it.
Ma'am, I appreciate you saving the post. Is this you? Your pin post, did they finally catch up Trump in the Epstein files, or is this just another leftist scam? All these people know how to do is lie. You posted a whole Lizzo video talking about I saved your post for her defending Jay-Z, and your pin post is defending Trump, who was mentioned thousands of times, who didn't even comply with the law when it came to publicizing them, and that's still what we got? Did I say literacy was on 1.5? We down to half now. We down with her chest, talking about we saved the post.
Release the files. That's what the Dems wanted. But now they don't like the names that are on the list. So I just watched a video of Lizzo, you know, the singer Lizzo. She's telling people just because Jay-Z's on the list, that doesn't mean nothing. It just means that his name was on 3 million papers. That's all it means. And it means nothing that, I guess, that Bill Clinton was there or Bill Gates. That means nothing. They were Democrats. It means nothing if they were Democrats.
Who else was a Democrat? Who else was a Democrat?
In many cases, I probably identify more as a Democrat.
It's the first campaign attack ad to take aim at Donald Trump, using his past words of support for the Democrats to skewer him.
Hillary Clinton, I think, is a terrific woman. I mean, I'm a little biased because I've known her for years. I think she really works hard, and I think she does a good job.
Who else was a Democrat? Y'all are wild. Y'all invent this alternate reality where people throwing themselves in front of Bill Clinton. Let me get this straight, Maga. Is indicting and excoriating and removing from public life everybody who was mentioned in the Epstein files a road you want to go down? Forget emphasis. Forget a tip and thousands of mentions and direct correspondence and allegations on the record. Forget emphasis. Is removing everybody mentioned in the Epstein files from public life a road that you want to go down?
Well, we're waiting. Liz, I'm gonna need you to sit this one out. First, you get up here and bash Nicki Minaj. Now you're saying the Epstein files they just put out is fake. Come on now. All because it's Jay-Z in it and other people? How is they fake? How? At this point, I'm gonna need you to shut up. You talking about the American people. Yeah, the American people is waking up to the bullshit and what they got going on in this industry. Just because it's Jay-Z. No. How y'all did P. Diddy, how y'all did R. Kelly, how y'all did Bill Cosby. Yeah, the people is on his ass. The people is on everybody ass that's in them files, baby. There's not fake.
Okay. Again, is it your position that any allegation has to be carried out and followed through upon without due process? And are you sure you want to keep that same energy? Matter of fact, it was kind of weird. What did Nicki Minaj have to do with this? You find that weird that she randomly mentioned Nicki Minaj? Are you a Barb?
I want y'all to keep that same energy y'all had with Nicki with Cardi B.
I knew it. I could smell them. I could smell them a mile away.
My thing is, how is y'all mad because Nicki got her gold card and she went to go speak for something that was right?
They always take themselves. They take themselves out. They take themselves out. Ain't nobody mad Nicki got her gold card. She probably mad she saw for display purposes only though. I can tell you that. She ain't even get an invite to the Turning Point USA halftime show. That's crazy. They just had her performing for free on Katie Miller's podcast. Congratulations, I guess. You know what? I will congratulate Nicki Minaj. Because at least she had the decency not to weigh in here. At least for once in her life, she read the tea leaves and was like, you know what? Let me mind my own. Say what now? Fat Lizzo lost 300 pounds just to sell 300 albums. She now has loose skin and a flop album and a weird charge. Sheesh. Hey, tell that Barb that was defending her, she better not get fat. Also, don't be LGBTQ, don't be an immigrant, and don't be black. So just make sure. I know it's a lot of boxes to check, but just make, because she has expressed how she feels about all of those mentioned. So her time is temporary, assuming she doesn't identify as black and she is straight. So that's tough. As far as what you had to say, Nicki Minaj, let's start with Fat Lizzo. Are you under the impression that you can stop time and that you will look the way that you look now forever? Actually, are you under the impression that you look the way you looked 10 years ago? I don't like to do these kinds of things, but you open the, scroll down to the very first comment underneath yours. You want to keep scrolling? Lizzo has more Grammys than you, by the way. Talking about weight like you ain't pick up Lizzo old weight. See, that's why this kind of pick me behavior, that's where that goes. Like, why would you open the door like that? And then talking about a weird charge, like, she just can't help it. Keep scrolling. I'd rather be fat than married to a predator. But here's how insane this whole Lizzo discourse is. Because the point that she was trying to make about people mentioned in the Epstein files and some presumption of innocence would be the only thing you could legitimately say to explain away your newfound love of Donald Trump. Is the argument that she made. but you just couldn't help yourself, could you?
What issue specifically, drew you in the most? Is it immigration? Is it the economic policy? Is it religious freedoms? What specifically, answers that calling that you talk about?
Definitely, religious freedom is something that's very important to me. But if I'm being honest, President Trump. Yes, because when I saw how he was being treated over and over and over, I just couldn't handle it. Because I felt that same, a lot of that bullying and the smear campaigns and all of the lying, I felt that had been done to me for so many years. And I was watching it in real time happen to someone else. And I didn't think he deserved it. And it made me think, I can't do this anymore.
You and President Trump both like to give people nicknames.
Yeah.
President Trump refers to Gavin Newsom as Gavin Newscum. So do you.
Turn this on. Turn it on!
I didn't think it could get worse. Somebody had to say something. It was about damn time. The truth hurts. I'll be honest, that felt good as hell.
Finger licking good special. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you guys so much for watching the video, but more importantly, thank you so much for your support of this channel. Hey, I didn't tell y'all to go over there. From Wanda, hi, just wanted to share this pic of Mr. Warren showing off your Kamala was right shirt on Don Lemon. Okay, I see you, Warren. I see you. Don don't look happy though. I didn't tell him go over there, Don. I didn't. No, we good. Hey, Don just came home. I don't want them problems. I don't. We good. I love. You look good though, Warren. I like that Kamala was right. You look. I like t-shirt. It fits nice and slimming and everything. And by the way, I'll be offering discount codes every week during my Tuesday lives. So make sure you tune in live each and every Tuesday, every week in the month of February and get the discount code for that day. Yeah. Oh, I haven't forgot about my members. I got a little special something for y'all too. Don't worry. No, it's not the new camera. I'm keeping that. But I did get a new camera though. Did y'all happen to notice? Yeah, that's right. You can see every nook and cranny on my face. So if this one day becomes a faceless channel, then you know why.
Yo, look at it!
But sending some love out to Yorel and sending him a very happy birthday. Shout out to you, Yorel. And also some love out to Jasmine and Linda, AKA Mom. Peace and light. I recently bought the Who Raised Y'all t-shirt for my mom, and honestly, it fits her spirit perfectly. I wanted to thank you because during her radiation and chemo treatments, your videos were non-negotiable. She never missed one. I'd sit with her, pull up your latest video, and we'd laugh, cry, get passionate about the world, and have a little discussion about humanity. Even on the hard days. Your content is serious, real, and always good for a smile. You helped carry her through some heavy moments without even knowing it. Today, she's cancer-free, and we still watch your channel and talk about Brother Reese like you're part of the family. So from our whole crew, thank you for the laughs, the truth, and the light you bring. You really do help raise our spirits and challenge our mindset for the better. Jasmine, I want to thank you so much for that message, and congratulations to Linda on her survival and also on that beautiful smile. That meant so much to me to read. And if I was able to distract her from even a moment from what she was going through, that makes all of this worthwhile. And I'm so glad you communicated that, because those are the messages I need to hear and I need to remember when I'm battling and going through something. How much this platform allows us all to connect to one another and lean on one another's strength. So thank you so much for sharing that. And once again, congratulations to Linda. And on that note, I would like to send some love and some light over to a supporter that has brought me great joy over the course of the last couple months, and that is POFOK. And I want to send a thank you to Michelle, who pointed me to what he was going through, because he is somebody that has a lot of people behind him in the same way that Linda did. I'll let him take us out.
Hey, y'all. Come look at this. I have cancer. I've been trying to keep it quiet, and people been asking why I wear the bonnet. But I've been diagnosed, and I'm in the hospital. I still been continuing to trying to make my videos, but I feel myself getting tired, so I don't think I'll be making as much videos as I used to. But I struggle with even making a post about this, but I had to, because I get so many comments and messages about how I make people feel good, and when they're struggling in their time of need, or they're in the hospital, or their family member is sick or going through somehow, bringing them laughter and joy. And I want to tell all y'all bring me laughter and joy. I don't read the comments on the toilet no more. I read them in my hospital bed. And I just want to say thank you guys. I might not be doing facial videos that much anymore, because, you know, I'm losing my hair and stuff. But we're going to fight this. We're going to win this fight, and we're going to come back. But I just wanted y'all to know y'all can ride this journey with me and give me all the encouragement you can. I really appreciate that. I be sitting here laughing at your comments and stuff, and it really helped me get through what I'm going through. Like no cap, no cut. I'm hooked to this thing right now. So I just want y'all to know, and I want to tell y'all, like, thank y'all for all the support that y'all give me on all these platforms. Thank y'all for making me feel so great. Thank y'all for making me feel like I was up next and everything. And I hope I brought joy and laughter to you, and even to the haters. I done got messages from right-wingers and Maga. They say we're not on the same political scale, but I make them laugh and I bring them joy. So thank you guys. I hope you guys can be patient with me. And I'm still be on this rocking, but it's just gonna be a little bit different. But thank you guys. I'm in Charlotte at the Levine Cancer Center. You know what I'm saying? So love y'all. Hit me up. Continue to inbox me and all that stuff. And I cut my dreads out because my hair gonna grow back, and I'm putting them